Hello, you guys. Welcome back to the channel. I'm just gonna get into it and let y'all know what the video is about. So the woman you see on the screen right here, her name is Deborah Patton, and she is accused of fatally pew-pewing her sister. Her sister's name is Karen Pius, and she's also accused of burying her sister in the backyard of a home that they shared together. They lived together. And the prosecutors are saying that Patton took the life of her only sister and tried to cover it up. I'm going to show y'all also the this is the area that they found her sister in. Um, yes, and her sister also does not have any kids, and I believe she doesn't have a husband. So I guess this sister here thought that nobody was going to be looking for her sister, but her sister, Karen, the one who got her life taken, she had a lot of friends who came by looking for her, and they flat out asked her when they came to the house. I think this sister right here moved in with the sister whose life she took, I believe. I believe this sister here moved in with her because they said that the lady Karen liked to keep a nice yard, and when they saw this this like look like a hole in the yard, and you can see the grass around it is really nice, and the bushes are really pretty, and it has this like pretty trimming. That's probably like a cement trimming. It's really nice. And when they saw that, they said, "Oh, they just knew that she was definitely buried right there." And when they asked the sister, "Is Karen in that hole?" She didn't say anything. She basically like walked back in the house. Um and I'm going to share something with y'all as well. um get away from people who are jealous of you, please. When you're young, do not doubt your intuition. And a lot of times, we call it intuition, but I think it's just pattern recognition. If you see a pattern and you feel like somebody is jealous of you, they're doing things to undermine you and validate you, you need to start figuring out what your life is going to be like without that person and how to get away from that person, because jealous people, they're dangerous, and I don't think jealousy ever goes away. I've seen this firsthand with almost an identical situation of two elderly sisters. um the sister who was jealous of the other sister had kids. The other sister didn't have kids. She had a lot of friends. She was really smart. She had a lot of success in her life. And the other sister, she, she lived an okay life, but she was jealous. And I think a lot of the times people allow their jealousy to hold them back from their their gifts and their talents, and from being great. But that doesn't matter because if a person is jealous, it's not your job to be trying to help that person and help them feel good about themselves and encourage them to live up to their full potential. That's not your job, because I've seen this with my own two eyes. Almost the same situation. you know, elderly people. It is nothing you can do to help somebody who is jealous of you. Because do you know what they want from you? They want to do what this lady did to her sister. That's what they want to do to you. And as we can see, this lady waited until they were elderly to do this to her sister. I'm going to leave the link below so y'all can watch this video for yourselves. But I just thought that this was a really important topic to discuss because I think sometimes we just deal with people who are jealous of us, especially if they're family. We just deal with it. And sometimes you can't avoid being around your family, but definitely don't live with them. Like, that was the biggest mistake that the lady made, was allowing, I think this lady moved in with her if I'm not mistaken, but that was the biggest mistake she ever made, was allowing her jealous sister to live with her. So yeah, I'm going to leave the link below. I am going to continue to watch more videos on this trial right here. But I thought this is such an interesting trial because I think it really shows people that just because you get old, just because the person who is jealous of you gets old, doesn't mean that the jealousy is gonna go away. It doesn't mean that they're any safer just because they're old. Because this lady pew pewed her sister. So, as long as an elderly person's hands can work, they can take your life, okay? And I've seen a lot of cases of elderly people pew pewing people. Um, yeah. So I just thought this was such a crazy case. I thought, like, because this just goes to show, just because somebody is old doesn't mean that they're safe, you know? So be careful and trust yourself and make a plan to get away from somebody if they're jealous of you. Make plans.